As you guys know, new Pokemon game remake got announced. Of course, best of all, my save file got deleted. Very nice. Can't believe it. It frickin' sucks, but it's fine. Remember, hard mode, world name. Yeah, let's talk. Bam. Let's change it to that, blah blah blah. This thing's normal, create new world. I'm speedrunning it this time. But yeah, let's get into the news. New Pokemon games got announced yesterday with the Pokemon Presents. It was on live on like Friday, 10 a.m. EST. You can watch it on YouTube and stuff. It's #1 trending. I know it's a pretty cool thing, right? People, of course, are gonna hate on the internet. Holy crap! What just fell? Banana. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, of course, people on the internet. People are gonna hate. That's just how it is. Sucks, honestly. But you can't really change what people think. But that's fine, because in my personal opinion, the announcements are pretty solid. I'm still optimistic of how they're going to come out. Because they announced the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I think it's Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They seem like pretty cool games, chibi style. They look pretty nice, they look pretty cute. Like overall, like the reception's been pretty mixed. But it's always been mixed because of like Twitter and stuff. Like in my personal opinion, I really like the new games that are coming out, even though I've never played Diamond and Pearl, even though I've owned the DS. Back in the days, used to own it all the way back. I don't even know why I didn't even like ask for Pokemon back then. Because honestly, like Diamond and Pearl are probably some of the best games for Pokemon in general, especially on the DS. But I think that those are pretty solid games. But I really wish that it's just like I don't know, like I wish I would have played it when I was younger. So we see the whole thing, the whole picture. I really think that the remakes hopefully come out really good because I never played Diamond and Pearl on my DS. I never told my mom to buy it for me because it wasn't really my thing back then. Only got to Pokemon during like Sun and Moon. And I was like, really, like it was a decent place to start off in. But like overall, it was just like kind of a mixed bag, honestly. Like Sun and Moon were fine, definitely weren't my best, most favorite Pokemon games of all time. I have played like only the most recent ones like Sun and Moon. Well, mainly Sun. Then I played Let's Go Pikachu. And that's really all my knowledge of Pokemon so far because I haven't really bought any of the DS games. I might like buy them a bit later if like I really see a reason to. Maybe Heart Gold and Soul Silver are pretty good bets for me to get. Those are pretty good games of what I heard of. Some of the best in like the series, like right next to Diamond and Pearl, maybe even higher. It all depends what you grew up with. And I grew up without Pokemon. I mainly got into it during middle school, so like not really the best starting off point for Pokemon. But like overall, I've always been a Nintendo fan, of course. Nintendo all the way. Even though they do some shady moves sometimes with the Smash Mania and all that stuff, I'm not gonna get into that this time. Just all about Pokemon, but like the remakes overall, I really like the style of it. I like how it retains everything from the originals. Hopefully does not have share EXP because I'm not really that big of a fan of ending your games. Like in Let's Go Pikachu, it was way too easy to level up my Pokemon because I got everything just fully maxed out. I think I got like a shiny Charizard, and the same day I got into level 100 because of that Chansey method. Even though it's like it's not really like you should be like it's an option you can do it at like end of the game. But I feel like it should just be harder to level up your Pokemon, not just by throwing Pokeballs and you catching them. Same thing for Sun and Moon. I don't think I ever lost a battle in Sun and Moon, which I feel like is a huge problem, a huge mistake. Because honestly, I didn't even grind in Sun and Moon. All I did was play the game. Didn't really get into that many encounters. And that's really it. And I feel like it should just be like a bit harder, a bit more challenge, a bit more push of how it is, right? In order to like beat a trainer, beat a gym leader. When it's pretty basic, which I don't really like, honestly. yeah, that's just how it is. But like, honestly, one game that I just did not ever see me getting was Sword and Shield. In my personal opinion, those are games that I would not have liked if I would have asked for them. If I would have like bought them, and if I would have played them, and if I would have hated them, if I would have wanted that, I just don't know. It's just not really that good of a game in my personal opinion. Like all around, just like not really that solid of a game. Because like when I think of like when I heard like everybody talking about it, like the graphics and stuff, I'm not really the biggest fan of graphics. Like I don't really care about graphics. If the game's playable, it's playable. That's all I really care about. But at the same time, like if the graphics look like it's something from the N64, it's not visually appealing. And that's a huge problem, because if your game's not visually appealing, then who's gonna really play it other than just Pokemon? Like for instance, games like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, even though I have not personally played it, that is overall known as a better RPG game because it is such a longer game, it's more expansive, its characters are more developed. In Pokemon, there's barely any character development, and of course it's a kid's game, it's supposed to be short and sweet, but at the same time, kids aren't really that dumb. Like honestly, like you're telling me that as the times go on, you're gonna make the games easier, even though it's part of the same demographic as it was 25 years ago. That's my biggest problem about the Diamond and Pearl remakes, because I don't want them to be way too easy. And if they are too easy, then I'm not really gonna have the best time with it, because I want a challenge in my games. Maybe I'll try doing a Nuzlocke when the game comes out, because I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna buy it. But like, honestly, not even lying, if things work out, I might actually try to do a let's play of the game when it comes out. I just need a graphics card. Well, not a graphics card. What am I talking about? Graphics cards. I need I don't know, like what's the thing called? Like Nintendo Switch Recorder. I forgot the name of the thing. Damn, I'm really bad with like all this like names and stuff like that. I'm also really bad in that whole thing. Like I need like a recording for Nintendo Switch. I think it was like a Elgato HD60S, yeah, something like that. I don't really need like the HD60S, of course, but like I need like a Elgato. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. See, I'm not really the best of all time, but hey, at least it's something. Let's have some knowledge. Also, I hear a zombie, kind of scary, not gonna lie, but hey, it's not that bad. Honestly, I really like the soundtrack of Diamond and Pearl. Like these remixes people make, pretty solid and everything. I really want to hear how they recreated the music in the remakes coming out later 2021, because it's like I really want to hear just like how like it's gonna be that big of an improvement. It's just gonna be they just slightly made the music with more like better instruments and stuff, because all the time, because remember the game came out on the DS. DS doesn't really have the best sounds of all time. Of course it's not like Game Boy sounds, this is like the Pokemon noises, at least you can hear them. But the DS isn't really like the best in the sound quality department. But I really want to see how they upgrade the music, how it sounds like, how the game plays, and then like I'll probably pick it up. I just need to get more info on it though, because the games seem really solid, right? They're saying they're keeping it just like it was all the way back all those years ago, and like I've heard really good reviews about them, so I'm probably gonna pick it up when the game comes out. And then, let's see what else. The Pokemon Legends Arceus game that's coming out, 2022. That also seems like a really interesting concept of a game, right? In the open world Pokemon game, the battles that happen are not like a transition. Like, you know how like every single Pokemon battle is always like, this cool transition into like the huge battlefield. Like for instance, right? You're in a house, right? And then for all of a sudden it just becomes a gym stadium out of nowhere when you get into like a battle. Like I remember that happened in Sun and Moon. I'm like, what? How does that make any sense? But then in this game, right, in the Pokemon Legends of Arceus game, it's a bit more expanded. It's like you just immediately get into the battle. You just immediately get into the battle. There's no wait, no nothing. You just bam, fight. Pokemon out. Just that's it. And like the whole like catching mechanics, hopefully it's not just like you chuck the Pokeball, catch them first try. Hopefully there's some strategy built into it. Because if it's just that, that's kind of plain, it's not really the best idea ever. or try to like make it a bit more expansive, a bit better. And overall, like if they make that game, like if they put all their time and effort into it, then I'm pretty sure that might be one of the best Pokemon entries in a long time, if done right. If they did it wrong, if they don't do it as best as they can, if they try to like lazily pull out another game like Pokemon Sword and Shield, in my personal opinion, that game wasn't really the best, then I might not pick it up when it comes out in 2022. It just all depends on like, is it fun to play? Is there a lot of stuff to do in the game? Is it cool to like just listen to the music and stuff? Of course, you can just search up an OST and stuff like that, but like, of course, like if you're playing a game, you want to have good a good soundtrack to listen to while playing it. You don't want to go on the internet and say, oh, now I have to search up this soundtrack. Just don't want to hear it in the background music, right? Of course, I'm doing it for Minecraft because I want you guys to hear good music. I'm not saying that Minecraft music is bad, but I'm saying like something different, because everybody's been hearing Minecraft music. Everybody hears Minecraft music whenever they play, and that's why I like putting these remixes. And of course, I always credit the creators that make them, because oh my gosh, I do not want to get into any trouble from that. I'm not really troubled with it, but I just want to credit the people that make it, because I feel like that's just really like kind of like a dick move, honestly, if you just don't credit the original creators. I feel like it's just really mean overall, because if you don't credit the original creators, that's just like a slap in the face to them, honestly. It's like, oh yeah, even though they made the remix, of course it was based off the original, sounds pretty similar to the original, but like if you don't credit the original, like if you don't credit the people that remake it, it just kind of like, I feel bad for them. People that just like literally just like, oh yeah, let me just not credit the original creator, even though it clearly states in the video to credit the creator, which I don't feel like anybody should be doing that, because I feel that's like really mean, really bad thing to do overall. But ooh, this is working out perfectly, sheep and everything. But like overall, I'm really happy about the Pokemon Presents. Both games seem really promising. Both games seem like I can have a lot of fun with them. And overall, honestly, like some of the best times I have looking at a Pokemon like presentation. Like oh my, like what could come out of this game? Out of those two games are pretty crazy. Because honestly, like Sword and Shield were like basically like Game Freak's like technically last chance for a bunch of fans. Technically for mine as well, like for me as well. Because honestly, I was like, alright, like they're not really doing the best of the bests. Even though it's like the biggest media franchise in the entire world. Let that sink in. Then like, of course, I'm not really like that much of an RPG guy myself. Oh, that like, or no, I'm not that much of an RPG guy myself. I still like playing Pokemon because, of course, it's a fun game to play. And yeah, like I really got like funny story. The way I got introduced to Pokemon was actually from Roblox. It's a really weird case. That one game, it was called Pokemon Brick Bronze, right? That game used to be the thing back then, until it got took down by Game Freak and Nintendo, because it's like, oh, you're using our intellectual property in Roblox. Heck no, we're not gonna let that slide. And that's just like, ah man, like I wish they didn't take it down, but of course they had to, because Nintendo, well, of course they didn't really had to, but like, you know, Nintendo and their intellectual properties, that's like their children. It's like, you mess with them, it's over. It's over. Nintendo ninjas come into your house and you are screwed. It's just game over at that point. You ain't gonna see the next day. That's what I'm saying. Like, holy crap, Nintendo with their intellectual properties is something else. That's all I'm saying. If you mess with Nintendo's property, you are a goner. That's all I'm saying. Like, oh my. Never want to mess with Nintendo with their, like, properties, because if you do that, oh, you are so screwed. And of course, like, Nintendo shouldn't really be, like, that strict with their rules and stuff, but of course, they want to be strict because they were the ones that made it. They don't want anybody else, like, taking it away from them. Like, it's like, if you misinterpret Mario, imagine Mario holding a gun. Nobody wants, like, Nintendo doesn't want that to be on the freaking, like, internet. Like, oh my, like whoever still want to see Mario with a gun, like, that's just not the way. someone makes ROM hacks and stuff, Nintendo does have in their right to like take down the fan project. I think it was like a fan project, like a couple fan projects for Pokemon. Nintendo just struck it down. I think that was kind of mean, but at the same time, it was using their properties in a way they didn't really intentionally interpreted it. Anyway, I feel like there should be freedom to allow people to interpret it different properties, but still originally Nintendo. So I kind of understand what's going behind them and everything, but at the same time, it's not really the best. Like, people can't really make that many fan games or else they'll be taken out. Like that one fan game of Mario. It's like a 100 Mario fan game, and it was basically the basis of what what's it called, Mario 35 was. It's a Nintendo Switch game for Nintendo Switch Online. It's gonna be removed March 31st. But it was basically based off that. I'm talking about the game Nintendo put out themselves. It was based off that, and then Nintendo was like, oh, we want to take it down so we can make it ourselves and earn a profit from Nintendo Switch Online. So that was kind of a scummy move from their part. I'm not really a fan of that, because it's like, oh, you're not going to let someone do something creative with Mario, but then you're going to steal their idea and then say, oh, it's our idea now, but instead of 100 Marios, it's 35 of them. And not really the best thing they could have done, but okay, went off topic, of course. But final statement for me, I think the Diamond and Pearl remakes, I can't wait to play them if they come out really good, because the trailers look really promising for the games. But like, I'm still optimistic. That's the final thing I'm gonna say. I'm optimistic about the games. They seem interesting. They seem like they have a lot in store for them. But overall, oh wait, shoot. I pressed the wrong button. But overall, I really think that the games, if they are fun, if they are playable, if they bring back memories from people's childhoods, that's what's most important. If they screw it over, they remove the, what's it called, the Battle Frontier like they did in the Ruby and Sapphire remakes, then people won't really have that good reception. But remember, it's a remake. Hopefully they keep it back to form, keep it as it was traditionally. I think that's really it. Banana Bro signing out. See ya.